made that way too sweet. Welcome to my channel. I felt like watching a movie and no one wanted to watch it with me, so now you get to watch it with me. Alright, we're gonna watch Jurassic Park and it's gonna be so fun. And also, I only have like a few hours until my husband has to go back to teaching lessons, so this is the perfect way to kill a little slow afternoon. Fun fact, the first Jurassic Park movie that I ever saw, I think, was Jurassic Park 3. It was on TV. My mom was out. My parents were recently divorced, so like me and my sister were in this new house. We didn't even have a lot of furniture. I think we were sitting on like the floor in the living room. And Jurassic Park 3 was on TV, I think. And we watched it and we got super scared. We were probably like 8 or 9. So, not a great introduction. Jurassic Park 3 is not a stellar film. It's not what I recommend. Jurassic Park, the original, is much better, which is what we're watching. Who wears a suit in the jungle? Who does that?
The insurance company. Okay.
That looked almost too real. Can we come back?
Well, I
Was
understand
that like a real trip?
Situation now. The insurance company. Okay.
The insurance company.
If that was a fake trip, did a really good
The
job,
underwriters
because
feel
that
the
looks
accident
really
has raised
legit.
some very
Wait, was there a
promised
cut in there
thorough,
too? Let me
once-
see.
But even
No,
though
there
I
wasn't.
understand that, but we've been
I
advised
would
to
love
deal
to
with
know
the
if that
situation
was like
now.
legit or not.
The
Usually
insurance
they have to,
company.
usually they have to cut right after because the characters will, like the actors will break character, but there was no cut. So they either were just really good at staying in character or that was planned. Green screen. Doesn't it kind of look like they're like behind a green screen right here? The lighting on these two characters in the front is just like way stronger and different than it is on the characters in the back. And it looks kind of like studio lighting, like it's too harsh.
And look at the half-moon-shaped bones on the wrist. It's no wonder these guys learn how to fly. No, seriously.
Okay. Was it not common knowledge, like basic evolutionary theory? This wasn't that long ago. 93? Did people laugh at people who talked about evolution? Like, I'm confused about why everyone thinks that's so funny.
You are alive when they start to eat you.
That kid is terrified. He's terrified. He's done. He's never opening his mouth again. Is anyone else kind of confused by Dr. Grant's complete aversion to kids? I feel like if you're going to be a paleontologist, you spend a lot of time educating kids about ancient history. More than like other scientific fields, like you would have to work with kids a lot if you're working with like dinosaurs and stuff. Like the only thing that you can do with that is put it in museums, and museums are geared towards kids. So I don't really get that. I love the first ever thing you ever see of Jon Hamm is just his butt.
Really spectacular, spared no expense.
Spared no expense. Let's do a counter. First time he says that. So mysterious.
I tell you, why don't you come down just the pair of you?
This movie does such a good job of like slowly building like the intrigue and the suspense. What is he wearing? Everybody in this show that's like in these island areas, island countries, looks like they dress how they think they're supposed to dress to go there, but not actually how anybody really dresses. Like, the wardrobe choices are strange.
That was Hammond's mistake.
Here's one thing that I also think this movie does really effectively is set up the, quote-unquote villain, the guy who screws it all up. We don't need to know anything about his personality, about, his past with Hammond. We don't need to know what he does at the park all that much. We just need to know like what he's going to be doing next to set up the rest of the movie, and like they don't waste any time on any of that other stuff because they don't need to, right? Tell me I'm right.
Say what you said again.
Never mind, forget it.
What was it?
It's too late. I'm hitting play. Here's another really weird wardrobe choice. Why is he wearing like a thick leather jacket in a tropical island environment? Explain that. Like, or half of that helicopter is dressed the way they're supposed to be dressed for this, and the other half needs a stylist. They need help. They are not prepared for what they are about to embark on.
Come along.
he's simultaneously really smart and so incompetent. Like, I don't really understand how not being able to buckle a seatbelt ties into his, like, aversion to technology. Like, seatbelts are not technology. Seatbelts are so basic. Ooh. Also, can we talk about how great the CGI is? I sometimes feel like movies in the 90s, I forgot that, like, CGI existed, but this is, like, pretty dang good for its time, and I think sometimes CGI is worse now because they overdo it, you know what I mean? Like, this is pretty decent. I'm fine with it. I think they nailed the dinosaur sounds too. Like, for us not knowing what they sound like, this is exactly what my brain would imagine. Good job, guys. You know my brain sounds.
We're gonna make a fortune with this place.
I love how the lawyer goes from, like, I'm gonna shut you down to, we're gonna be rich in about 0.2 seconds.
My idea, Doc.
Also, I take back what I said about half of the plane being dressed appropriately because Jon Hamm is literally wearing all white. He's wearing all white to go out into the jungle and hang out with some dinosaurs. Why? Why white? Why? Why do rich people always wear white?
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Beautiful. This is one of the best movie soundtracks of all time. You can fight me on this, but you're gonna lose. This is one of the best.
Hello.
Say hello. Say hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
And virtual reality displays show our geneticists the gaps in the DNA sequence.
How is a virtual reality display more effective for finding gaps in DNA strands? Can someone explain that to me? Why do you need to physically be able to move it to be able to see where the gaps are? They're just throwing in, like, every piece of technology they can find to make this seem legit to, like, a 1993 audience. This literally makes me want to be at Disneyland so bad. It reminds me of, like, the Star Wars, right?
Are these characters autoerotica?
Those people are real
Autoerotica.
Jurassic Park.
That's not what that is.
Come on then. Come on then.
Okay, he can do it without your encouragement.
Very
Thank you,
good.
though. I love the puppetry in these older shows. I think it looks so much better than CGI sometimes. Like, this looks so good. It looks legit. I would rather have this than CGI for, like, all of this smaller stuff. That's one thing that Star Wars did really well, too.
What kind of metabolism do they have? What?
Guys, why are his shorts so short? Holy shit. Do you see that? Kill them all. Kill them all now.
Absolutely spectacular design. Spared no expense.
And we can charge.
Two times, I think.
What, 2,000 a day, 10,000
Sorry, no
a day,
expense.
and people will pay it.
Yeah, I know. They're a lot worse.
Now, wait a second. Now, we haven't even seen the part where
Dr. Malcolm is the only one speaking truth at this table. Listen to him.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Legendary.
Condos.
That line is so good.
Condos.
Yet another thing that Jurassic Park nails, that so many other movies miss, is good dialogue. Good dialogue. Like, just because we're talking about dinosaurs in a theme park does not mean that we have to sacrifice those deep, hard philosophical questions. I'm sitting here thinking about the meaning of life. Thanks, Dr. Malcolm.
In the park, spend a little time with our target audience.
Target audience. I was right. See, it's all geared towards kids. Alan Grant, get a new career. Little kid's just smiling at him. He's so cute with his little bandana. Oh, I forgot that Samuel Jackson is
Hold
in
on
this
to your
too.
butts.
It was a little cigarette.
We spared no expense.
Three times.
Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherits the earth.
Yes. I take it back. That's the best line of this whole movie.
It's simply
He just gave her the shoulder touch. Did you see that? Let's look at that again.
shorthanded.
Here it is. He's making moves on her right in front of her husband. Are you kidding me? Well, are they married? I actually don't know now. They're together, right? She's into it. Look, she keeps looking at his lips.
Give me that big glass of water. We're going to conduct
Good
an
thing the
experiment.
T-Rex
Surgery's
shows up
still
later.
part of
They
the
would have
national
ended up in bed
but
together.
It's just an example. Why?
She
Because
is
tiny
thrilled.
Hey, Ellen, look at this.
She's like, hey, look, get involved so that this isn't so weird. Oh, look, he's wearing shorts. But he's still wearing a tie. Who wears a tie with shorts? Are you kidding me? Just take off your tie. Is he wearing loafers too? He literally is just wearing shorts instead of pants, and everything else is still, like, basically a suit. You're making it harder for that dying alien to breathe. Maybe don't lay on it. Look, Dr. Malcolm finally took off his leather coat. Finally, dressed for the weather. Good job, sir. I feel like he's not moving nearly fast enough to do all of this in 15 minutes and get to the boat. Just me. Also, I literally did not realize that we are like an hour into this movie. Like, this movie is halfway over and we're just now getting to the point where, like, things are about to get crazy. I don't know why, in my memory, I always feel like this is like one of the first scenes of the whole movie, but no, it's like literally halfway in. He picked a terrible night to do this. Like, we know when storms are coming. It gets forecast. Why did he pick tonight when there was a massive storm coming? Why did Jon Hamm pick tonight to bring the scientists in, actually, also? Everybody's making really bad decisions. Like, the internet existed in 1993. Oh no, here we go. Guys, I'm scared it's about to happen. Iconic.
Where's the goat?
I would freak out. Ooh, that's disgusting. Who would leave the protection of a big metal car to run out into the rain? He's so dumb. You are not safer in the bathroom. You are not. He clearly has never played Slender Man because the bathroom is where you always get caught in Slender Man. There she is. No. I'm sorry. She is not that young. If I was her age, I would 100% just be hiding underneath the car seat. I would be underneath the car seat, and I would be hiding, and I would be keeping absolutely still. Alan wouldn't have even had to tell me. I would have just done it. No! Turn off the light! Save the children! Dr. Malcolm literally has kids. He knows. Like, I'm surprised he's waiting this long to do anything, actually. Like, are you sure you have kids, Dr. Malcolm? Are you sure? Oh, I forgot. It's not even Dr. Malcolm that doesn't even get to Alan Grant, who doesn't even like kids. Ugh, that's disgusting. I can't watch. Yeah, you showed that car. You got it.
Now, look at this next entry.
How did she get back to the place? How come I don't remember how she got back? Am I crazy? Whatever. I missed that, I suppose.
I'm going with him.
How did she get back? Did we miss that? I'm gonna watch this back and feel so dumb, but I do not remember her getting back to that facility, like, at all. You're not gonna make it. That's horrifying.
You like the stick?
He doesn't like the stick. Okay, that's not scary. Oh, things getting in my eyes scares me so bad. Like, that's terrifying. I forgot about that. Oh, that's so terrifying.
And wait for me.
He let us. He let us.
She is having a panic attack, full on.
But that's not what I'm gonna do.
Who says you're not good with kids? Good job, Dr. Grant. We'll make a father of you yet. In real life, that kid would be dead. 100% dead.
Let's throw up.
Baby boy.
It's not too bad right there.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. No, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Climb a around. Climb around the tree. Don't keep climbing down. This is my least favorite thing. When there's something coming and people just try to go faster instead of just changing direction. It's so simple. It's a tree. Just go around it. This, to me, is one of those moments of, like, manufactured suspense that, like, it doesn't add to the story and it doesn't make me care about these characters more. It's just annoying because it's just, like, literally roll the other direction. Ugh, it's annoying.
We're back in the car again.
That's kind of funny. How did you get back? I'm so confused.
I think this was Gennaro.
I think this was too.
What? Dr. Malcolm! Say Dr. Malcolm.
Dr. Grant?
How did they get down there? Oh, hell no. He's like, I am not dying today.
Start the engine.
And how did they get back up so fast? I will say, though, that if you're gonna be stuck outside with a T-Rex, that guy is the best guy to be out there with. Because he actually knows about all the dinosaurs and, like, what's up with everybody.
Shh, don't let the monsters come over here.
They're not monsters, Lex. They're just animals.
Dr. Grant, they are monsters. You know, that's exactly what I would be doing if my grandkids were lost in the jungle with a bunch of dinosaurs, is eating ice cream.
All melting.
100%. Totally normal.
Creation is an act of sheer will.
His grandchildren are literally missing, potentially eaten by dinosaurs, and he's already planning his next park.
Bad dog expects.
Number 4. Who in their right mind gets in a tug of war with a dinosaur? What if he pulled Alan out of that tree and then Alan died? I would literally vomit if that happened to me.
God bless you!
Little brothers. Why does he smell that egg? What? How does that help him?
All major theme parks have delays.
But John, if the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, the pirates don't eat the tourists.
Thank you, Dr. Malcolm. He's the only one speaking sense. All major theme parks have delays? Your kids are out there. I don't understand why they waited so long, like the entire night, to try to get the system back up and running when they had all this stuff just waiting in the bunker. I love that guy. Except for his short shorts. He's literally wearing the exact same shorts as her. They must share a closet. Why doesn't she have a gun? Where is her weapon? She wanted to go out there with the dinosaurs and she didn't even have a weapon? This is very dumb. Arnold! He definitely got eaten. Oh, I remember this. I remember this. I've been scared of metal fences my entire life because of this movie. Climb. Climb, 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 climb.
It's not a race.
It kind of is a race, though, because you don't know when the power is going to go back on.
Which says push to close.
You're about to kill your grandson. This is another moment of manufactured tension that I don't love. Because it's just silly. The chances of that are only in the movies.
Jump.
You crazy! I'm not gonna jump!
Jump or you will die. Don't do it. Don't do it.
1,
Go.
2,
Oh.
Business.
There's no way that fence is gonna be strong enough to hold that thing for more than a second.
Oh, Mr. Arnold.
Nope. If you pick up your flashlight, it won't get caught and kill you. Where did her flashlight was inside of that thing. She shut the door on it and then shut the gate on it, and like she should still be attached. The thing was still trailing after her. You're not gonna make it, but I wish you would, because you are actually probably my favorite person here. He's the smartest person here. You're dead.
Clever girl.
That's horrifying.
No, Tim. Good boy.
Good job. You know what I saw recently? I listened to the Office Ladies podcast, and they said recently that because of that scene in The Office where they're learning CPR, where they're like singing Staying Alive, tons of people have remembered that and been able to do CPR on people because of that. That's what I just thought of. Staying alive.
Big Tim, the human piece of toast.
Toast. I think I'm gonna make garlic toast after this. Does that sound good? You're welcome. That kid is trashed. Look at him. Hide in the refrigerator. If you're having to run for your life and you're in a restaurant area, go hide in the fridge. It's like a big giant metal box with only one big thick door. It's the best place to hide. This is gonna save your life someday.
Unless they figured out how to open doors.
Foreshadowing. This is where the narration goes. They did learn how to open doors. I love how the Velociraptor is single-handedly responsible for killing multiple people at the base and almost killing the owner's kids, and yet they still choose to have more Velociraptors in the next park. Like, are you crazy? Just don't do it. It's not worth it. They're too smart. We got them, boys. Time for dinner. This is horrifying. There's no way that kid with his busted leg would ever be able to stave off that Velociraptor. That's what I meant.
For help? We gotta reboot the system first.
Good thing you have a hacker with you.
You can't hold it by yourself!
See, 2 grown adults couldn't hold the Velociraptor out of the door, and yet 2 little kids could.
The phones are working.
Children, all right?
Good, at least he asked. Now you care? You were literally eating ice cream earlier and talking about your next part. There goes her foot. Jeez. See, this suspense is good. This suspense I like. This makes sense. There's no like weird timing happening that's causing the suspense. Where is your weapon? Emma's like smiling at us. They're goners. They're all gonna die. They're so scary. Look at their big hands. T-Rex back to save the day. He's like Godzilla. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he destroys cities.
After careful consideration, I've decided not to endorse your park. So have I.
Poor guy. He had a dream, but at least he's rich. He can start a new dream. You know what they're gonna do as soon as they get home, right? Look at that. Look at those looks they're giving each other. Are you kidding me? Ew, not in front of the children. And bye, never come back. Guys, what a great movie. I forgot how good this was. I've been watching the newer ones more recently, but I think nothing beats the original still. There's something so special about it. And all the other monster movies just don't do it as good in my opinion. Cool. Thanks for watching with me. This is super fun. And also ended perfect timing because my husband has to start a French class in 15 minutes. And like I said, comment below what other movies you might want to see if you like watching movies with me. I like watching movies with me, so I don't know why you wouldn't like watching movies with me, but just in case, I have to put in that disclaimer. But yeah, catch you in the next one.